Hello viewers, welcome to Suleka Astro. Today we are going to discuss about Jupiter Transit 2024 for the moon sign Taurus. For all of you born in the moon sign Taurus and in the nakshatras Kritika 2nd, 3rd and 4th pada, Rohini nakshatra and Mrigasira first 2 padas, Jupiter will be transiting from the 12th house of your moon sign to your own moon sign. So Jupiter coming into your moon sign means there will be a lot of changes. First of all, do not worry, as it's not going to be the end of the road, but there will be a whole lot of changes coming into your life. This is the time frame where some major changes happen in your life, and this is also the time frame where the commencement of the major changes in your life begins right over. So what you have to do is you have to observe what are the things happening in your life first. Second, control your anger, emotions and deep desire. You have to be involved in your responsibilities more rather than expecting something from others. There will be some sort of misunderstandings. There will be some sort of emotional outbreaks that you may not control. In the past, it's like it was a different ball game. You had control over many things in your life, but now it's going to be a major change coming up. So there will be a lot of changes in your personal life, your professional life, your social life, and everything going forward. So on discussing about the Jupiter's transit from 12th house from your moon sign to your own moon sign, that is the first house, we find that the first house, Jupiter is in your first house. From your first house, that is from your moon sign, Jupiter will be aspecting your 5th, 7th and 9th house. Your 5th house seems to be Virgo, 7th house seems to be Scorpio and 9th house seems to be Capricorn. So there is already Ketu in your 5th house. So this is going to be a tricky situation. You should not lose out on your emotions. Also, you have to control your egoistic behavior. I'm not describing you as an egoistic person, but this is some sort of a situation where you will carry over the ego of your past. Even in the past, you would have not been such a cruel person, but now I don't say that you will turn up cruel, but situations may make you as such. You may become rude to others, you may become rude to yourself as well, you may restrict something, you may not restrict something. So unusual behavior pattern may appear at this point of time. But if you have a good mindset in controlling these emotions, yes, you can succeed. But there is always a certain point or a limitation where you cannot control certain things, and those certain things can control you at this point of time. So when looking forward for what are all the results that you can expect during Jupiter's transit in your moon sign, then there will be a lot of travel. You may move over to another city or another state or another nation also. First, we have to check what is the dasha that you are running right now, and also the antardasha or the bhukti that you are running, so that we may just conclude or come to a conclusion that whether this Jupiter transit will be favorable or not. I would say that Jupiter in the first house or in the Rashi might not be completely favorable, but in your case, Jupiter holds lordship of 8th and 11th house. If it acts as 8th house lord in your Rashi, then you might face some sort of misunderstandings, you might face some life challenges. But if Jupiter acts as the 11th house lord, then it will all be profits, gains and good results in the form of changes. Even if you come to experience major changes in the form of change of place or any sort of meeting new people or other results, it will be positive. It will be something where you may gain something out of the results that you experience. So coming back to children's perspective, children have to be very engaged in their education. Understanding the concept of education or the subjects they study is something which is very important at this point of time. There will be a lot of distraction. So this will be a challenging time frame for students to catch up with their education and also to move forward in their life with what they have. The options will be very minimal for children. So with the minimal options available, it is up to their hands and to parents to just support them in this tricky situation. For those who are looking forward for good overseas perspective, yes, you may do so. The placement of Jupiter is also supporting you to just move forward in life with some good change of place. But you have to be very careful on what you do, because the financial part is something which you should also discuss with others, your family members and your loved ones, since debts is something which you may experience at this point of time, because Jupiter is aspecting the 5th house from your Rashi, which is the 6th house of the natural zodiac. So remember this at the back of your mind. Another important factor is that there will be some good prospects in employment. Those who are already employed will find good progress. The environment will be fine. Although there might be some sort of minor arguments and controversies at your workplace, it is advisable that you do not catch up with all those arguments or controversies, because that would do all good for you if you just move forward with your own work and responsibilities at workplace. Those involved in business, you should be very careful in transactions. Huge transactions are not advisable at this point of time when Jupiter is in your Rashi. Although Jupiter holds portfolio of the 8th house from your moon sign, it is not advisable to take risks at this point of time. The 11th house lord coming into your Rashi means you would gain from friends and relatives. At some point of time, they might be helpful, but do not expect anything big from them, because expectation hurts at this point of time. Those involved in politics and social life, it is good that you carry over your existing work and do not try something new. Those in medical industry will find some good progress. Those in financial sectors will find good progress. Those in banking sector especially will find great progress in your life. But all these progresses will come to you after a bit of challenge upfront. So do not move down when you face challenges, because if you are facing challenges, then you may think, or you have to think, that there is something big which is good to you coming towards you. So keep this in your mind as well. Health is something which is very important at this point of time, and especially when Jupiter is in your Rashi, health is very important, because you have to care for your health, care for personal hygiene, which is very important. Skin related problems, ENT related problems, nervous disorder, obesity, cholesterol related problems, liver disorder, all these pattern of health problems might come up to you at some point of time. For those born in Taurus, I would not say that all of you born in Taurus will experience all these health problems, but at some point of time, some of you might experience some of these health problems. So taking care of your health is something which is very important and which comes up first in the list of what to do during Jupiter's transit in your moon sign. Traveling is something good for you. Travel more. It will hide all stress, tensions and all other negative factors in your life. But ensure that you do not over travel to spoil your health. This is something which is very important to note. Apart from that, it is a kind of a tricky situation, as I've already mentioned earlier in this video. So stay calculative. Do not let others come into your life and control your life. Instead, take control of your own life. Move forward one step after the other. Do not make any huge changes or huge, so to say, like transactions in business or ventures, new ventures all of a sudden. Haste makes waste. So do not take any immediate actions or immediate decisions right away when Jupiter is in your Rashi. So it might not be easily reversible for you in the future. So beware of that. It is very important if you just worship your family deity, Lord Krishna, Lord Shiva, and Lord Hanuman during this transit of Jupiter in your Rashi. Performing Mahalakshmi Puja as much as you can, or at least on Fridays, or at least once in a month, will offer you a whole lot of good to make sure that your finances are intact. All the best.